Hello and welcome to GRCC, but more importantly, welcome to this awesome dinner we're about ready to have and being able to find out who is going to be the Nations Cup champion this evening. I have so many people to thank for tonight. The judges, thank you, the coaches, the team members, obviously, and then the moms, the dads, everyone that has made this possible. I can't even begin to name the behind-the-scenes GRCC faculty and staff that have pulled this off, and they have worked tirelessly to do so. I also want to make sure that we give a special kudos out to our media team, Class and Noah. Where are you? I saw you earlier. They have been, oh, you're working. Well, of course you are. I don't know what I was thinking. Thank you. And also to our sponsors, Cisco Food Service and Gordon Food Service. Without that, your sponsorship, we would not be able to make this happen. So thank you very much. At this time, I would like to introduce the president of Grand Rapids Community College, Dr. Bill Pink.
Thank you, Dr. Koning. Good evening. Oh, you guys got to be more excited than that. The food you're getting ready to chow down on? Good evening. Good evening. It is so good to have you. Welcome to Grand Rapids Community College. If this is your first time on this campus, shame on you. I also want to, if it's your first time, I want to welcome you to the oldest community college in the state of Michigan and the best community college in the state of Michigan, one of the oldest in the country. And home of the, I'm sorry, you give me a microphone, I gotta brag on this. So, home of the number 3 ranked volleyball team in the country right now. If you have some time, since we're taking Saturdays from you, a week from today, at 12 noon, our women's volleyball team will play right here on campus in the state playoffs to see who goes to the national championship, national tournament. They'll play right here at noon over in the Ford Fieldhouse. If they win that game, they'll play right after that at 2:30 in the finals of the conference championship. So if you gave us this Saturday, give us next Saturday as well. We appreciate that and support our women's volleyball team. What a great occasion we get to be a part of tonight. I got to throw some numbers at you because this was really interesting. As Dr. Koning mentioned, this has been several days of competition, and these are, and obviously from an international perspective, but it's kind of deceiving if you don't really breathe in the breadth of what we're talking about here. So when we looked last, when it comes to our Facebook, this has been live streamed on Facebook throughout the week as well as through YouTube. We've counted somewhere over 111,000 users watching the competition this past couple of days from 26 countries. And so when you think about right here, not only in Michigan, but in Grand Rapids, but right here at GRCC, having this international stage that we've been able to have these past couple of days, please give our people here who put all this together a round of applause. What a great... Such a great opportunity for these teams to compete, a great opportunity for our community, great opportunity for our college. So what an exciting evening that we get to enjoy. I want to introduce a few people to you and acknowledge some folks who are in the room this evening. I first of all want to start out with the most important woman in the room. I want you to give a big round of applause to my wife, Lori, who is here tonight. Please stand. Also, we'll tell you that our daughter Lydia is here with us tonight with a good friend of hers, Sydney. Ladies, stand up. You got to give props to... They didn't know I was going to do that. We have several of our Board of Trustees here tonight. Would our Board of Trustees please stand up? We have Trustee Bristol, Trustee Sanchez, Trustee Brunsma. I think I may have seen, Trustee Brain may be here a little bit later as well. Please give them a round of applause. I'm proud to be the president here, and a big part of that is because of the board that I get to work for, and so I appreciate them greatly. We also have several of our foundation, GRCC Foundation board members here as well, many more that I know are in the crowd. With those foundation board members, please stand and be recognized. Those people are awfully important to us and to the work at GRCC. This year alone, because of the work of many people over the past years and years of fundraising for this institution, this is the first year that we get to enjoy, through the GRCC Foundation, $1 million in scholarships to give out to students this year. And so the work that they do is so important. I also want to recognize, before I sit down, several people also that are in the room that mean a lot to me. When you talk about being a president of an institution like GRCC and all the touch that this institution has throughout not only this region but throughout the country, it is important that I acknowledge the fact that I get to drink from wells that I did not dig, and I get to be the president because of some people who have been leaders of this institution prior to me, who did masterful jobs in getting us to the point we are today and being truly the best community college in the state of Michigan and in this country. And I want to introduce to you two people and their spouses who mean a lot to me in what they have done and the groundwork that they laid. And gosh, I look at these two men and I say, Pink, you just can't mess this up. You don't mess it up, because they worked so hard to build it where it's at. Would you please give a round of applause for Dr. Juan Olivares and Dr. Stephen Ender and their wives as well, Karen and Mary. Please stand. Gentlemen who mean a lot to me, and thank you for being here tonight. And I will say finally, if you are a little confused when you are walking over to say something to Steve Ender and you find out tonight that you're not talking to Steve Ender, I want to introduce to you someone who is also, as mentors will go, a gentleman who is a mentor to me as well and also means a lot to me. And I'm so happy that he's in town tonight. I want to introduce to you Dr. Ken Ender, the twin brother of Stephen Ender. He and his wife, Kathy. Please stand. All right, I'm done. I'm going to shut up. I'm just going to tell you, be ready. This is going to be a fun night tonight. I hope you brought your appetites with you. I know I did. Let's have a good time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Okay, here we go. Couple of introductions, a few introductions, and I want you to pray for me that I don't mess up these wonderful people's names, okay? Because I've been working on them all day, so hopefully I don't. First of all, I want to introduce our judges and special guest, Graham Finley.
He's there.
Where'd he go? Ah! Sorry, Graham, I thought you were going to be on that side, but you tricked me. The lead judge, Chef Joseph Huber. Chef Angus Campbell. Chef Ian McDonald. Chef Josue Valuvazu Romo. Okay, here we go. Are we ready to see the teams? I know, right? Exactly. I'm going to introduce these teams, the team members and their coaches in alphabetical order. First of all, from Team Barbados, Kiara Riley and Deshaun Miller with their coach, Chef Tony Simpson. Team Canada, Isabel Chivery and Tracy Wildrick, with their coach, Chef Hans Anderegg. Team Italy, team members Christian Calizzi and Rocco DeFanzo, with their coach, Chef Mariano Antonio D'Angizia. Team Mexico, team members Valeria Chenona Perez and Maria Fernanda Hernandez Aguirre. Sorry, I forgot the coach. Rodrigo, I have to apologize to you. I even had dinner with you the other night, and I forgot to announce your name. So please allow me to announce Chef Rodrigo Abanzia. Team Scotland, team members Sadie Colley and Thomas McNeil, with their coach, Chef Michael Henderson. And our last team, Team USA. Team members Kaylee Mulder and Allie West, with their coach, Chef Sasha Ahmed. So, one more big round of applause for all of these ladies and gentlemen. But at this time, I'm going to dismiss you so that we can enjoy our Nations Cup dinner. Thank you.
Okay, we've got some nervous ladies just waiting to come in and see you here. So I'd like you to give a big applause to Team America with the first course, the cold appetizer.
All right, for our appetizer, we have a steelhead that is native to Michigan from the Great Lakes that we brined and smoked in-house. And then we have a deconstructed potato salad. Potato salad is very traditional in the Midwest. We eat it very often, so we made a more elegant, deconstructed version. The aioli is a Greek yogurt aioli on the base. We have Michigan cherries that are macerated in bourbon.
Can you see the blade? I want to point you to the monitors here to the left and right of the stage. There is a sort of a feed going through it, and you see some bits and pieces of the competition. But as the teams start to dish up and put those finishing touches on the blades, it actually switches live back into the kitchen. I can't see what's on there right now. Nope. Yeah. I am? All right. Well, we're going to show you a meal here because this looks fantastic. No? It smells great. It looks great. It's great color composition on here. Yeah, I truly going to enjoy this. No? I hope there's more left in the kitchen. No?
So what's been the best part of the week for you girls?
One of my favorite parts is always just meeting all the other teams and being able to hang out with them and just make friends with people who just live all across the country and world. It's fun.
And you, Kaylee?
Yeah. I have enjoyed working with Allie, but to meet people that have the same passions as us and to love what we do, and there's great competition here. We've had a blast.
Okay, thanks, girls. Ladies and gentlemen, Team America. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed that from Team America. Next, we have from Team Scotland, the hot appetizer.
Yeah.
So Tam and Sadie, could you explain your dish to us, please?
Okay, so we wanted to try and do something with haggis because it's quite traditional in Scotland, but we wanted to try and make it a little bit more modern. So we've done a fondant which has been cooked in a pine-scented stock. We've got a celeriac puree, a whiskey and cob-nut sauce, and a buttered kale on top of the fondant, and we've made our own haggis.
Do you want to speak about it? Ask what's in the haggis. So, are you going to tell everybody what a haggis is? I know there are some crazy stories about it, and that we run after them and shoot them, and they run across the hills and all that. But come on, tell us, Tam.
So, so inside the haggis you've got the liver, the heart, and there's some oats in there, some beef, but we made it ourselves in the college because we couldn't get over because we don't eat lungs in the USA, but so we had to make it without the lungs, unfortunately.
So Sadie, have you enjoyed your time in the America? I know that you were very close to not coming, but you were called in at the last minute.
Yeah, I've absolutely loved it. It's been absolutely incredible, and I'm so grateful for being here. I've learnt so much over the past few days, and I can't even put into words like how grateful I am for being here. Good. So. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed the haggis. Next up, we have Team Canada with the fish and shellfish dish.
Well, first off, we just want to thank you guys, everyone who put this together. This has been an extremely memorable experience. Isabel and I and Chef Hans, and we're just happy to be here. This is such a great time.
Thank you, guys. We really appreciate it, and we've had a great week. It's been lots of fun, and we hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, so this is our take on a Canadian plate with seafood. So what we prepared for you this evening, we have some Atlantic salmon, that's salmon sashimi, and then we have a ravioli, a lobster ravioli. So it has a little bit of lemon balm, some thyme, and lobster. And underneath, we also use the roe from female lobsters to make our shallot cheese sauce. And then we also seared some scallops for you. And underneath that, we have a pea puree. And off to the side, we have a fresh micro salad for you with some blanched tomatoes and a lime vinaigrette.
Any questions, Chef?
So, guys, in the categories that you participate, which ones are the one that you like the most?
Well, it also matters what you guys like the most, too. You know?
Very political.
But personally, I would have to go between the pasta and the venison dish. At first, we thought it was lamb. And about 10 minutes in, we realized it wasn't. What about you, Isabel?
My favorite was when we got the live trout. That was exciting. Yeah. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, the one that almost got away. Yeah. Tracy caught it.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Chef.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention? Now we have Team Italy.
So in this place, we are pumping and fava beans cream, meatball chicken, meatball of chicken, artichoke, cigarette of Parma ham, tomato with cheese and Oregon, and vinegar and fix reduction. Ah, okay.
What is inside your chicken?
What's your stuffing inside the chicken?
Okay. In our chicken, there are shrimps of Gallipoli, Parma ham, and pate of the Sicily. Sicily pate. Okay.
This looks quite beautiful, guys. This looks
Thank
very
you.
nice. So, where are you from Italy? Which part of Italy are you from?
We are from Apulia.
Apulia. Okay, this is 200 kilometers from where? So Rome is in the middle. Rome is in the middle.
We are in Bari.
And then you go south, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you drive south.
Indeed. Yeah.
Okay, you're in the heel of Italy.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, here we are.
Okay.
All right. You know, Italian cuisine to me is one of those cuisines I think you could eat probably every day. You know, and it's so different. You know, if you're up in the north, you know, Bozen, right? It's like in Germany. They have sausages and sauerkraut and speck. You know, then you go to reach the south, you know, to Milan, and you come down to Tuscany and to Bologna, and down to Rome, and then you finally arrive down to Naples and to the heel and then to Sicily. So very, very distinct region in Italy, but I think this looks very beautiful, you know? And I think it represents the heel, you know, very well. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the poultry dish from Team Italy.
Hi, good evening. This is our dish. This is a play on it's a Saturday tradition that we have in Barbados. It's called pudding and sauce. It's normally done with pig feet, pig ears, pig snout, but we up our game to international standards and give you pig belly. So today we have pig belly, parsley salted pork belly with crackling, a duet of pumpkin, which is roasted aromatic puree and then roasted. Then you have a steamed pudding ball, which is sweet potato, herbs, sugar, Scotch bonnet. And then we have pickled cucumbers and with a sorrel rum and port jus and tamarind and Scotch bonnet foam.
Well, overall, I hope you. Well, as he said, it's a Saturday tradition. And what day is today? Saturday, so enjoy.
The thing that impressed us all this week about the two of you was the respect for the produce that you were given. You tried to utilize all, certainly the protein. You try to use as much of each ingredient as you could. And I think that's key. It must be important in your culture, but it's key for all of us. It's something we should all remember. Yes. So you did a great effort.
I also wanted to add that the ingredients that you used, we gave you a bunch of ingredients that were very traditional to this area, and a lot of them were a little strange to you, but you went back to your roots every time. You went back to Bajan, you went back to Barbados, which was really incredible. So thank you very much indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Barbados. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, get your cameras at the ready now. Here's Team Mexico with the dessert.
Buenas tardes. Este es nuestro...
Hold on. I'm going to be translating, guys, okay? So go slow.
Yeah. Con este postre quisimos representar a México a través de nuestros ingredientes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
With this dessert, we're trying to represent Mexico with our ingredients.
Representando un personaje muy importante llamado Frida Kahlo.
Representing with a very important person in Mexico, that is Frida Kahlo.
Que representa a México a través de los colores.
That represent Mexico through the colors.
And some ingredients like walnuts.
Oh, dale. Go, better.
And some ingredients like peanuts, and also we have a traditional bread, which is concha, and the concha is like the little bread that is in there. And we also have the mezcal, which is a traditional beverage, and Frida Kahlo was also represented because she used a lot of gold, and also we have cacao nibs in the around the dessert, because for Mexico the cacao it's really important. And we the glass is made with juice of beetroot, so this dessert has no artificial colors. And also the yellow was with turmeric, and that's all.
That's all, okay.
Enjoy.
Okay, now girls, tell us about where you're from, both of you. I mean, from what states of Mexico?
I'm from Coahuila.
Okay.
And I'm from Chiapas.
Okay, from Chiapas. And can you tell everybody how you met and how you got here to this competition? What was the process of the selection of you guys?
So my school does internal competition, but she's from different campus. I'm from Campus Puebla, and she's from Campus Monterrey. And we were the last one to sign in the competition because we were afraid of doing it.
Para mí es un honor estar aquí y servir para ustedes pues lo que más me gusta hacer, que es cocinar.
For me, it's an honor being here and to be willing to serve what I'm passionate for.
Y espero que disfruten lo que preparamos esta noche.
And I hope you enjoy what we prepare.
Have they enjoyed the competition? What have they got out of it? What's the most they got out of it?
¿Qué es lo que más les gustó de la competencia? What did you get the most out of this competition?
Make a lot of friends. Yeah.
Making a lot of friends. Excellent. Okay. Thank you.
right, ladies and gentlemen, getting to the favorite part of the week. This is where we get to hand out some hardware to all of our competitors. Those of you that don't know, my name is Mike Kidder, Director of Operations here for SEC Institute. So thank you. So just to give a quick review of what the teams have done, with the National Dish Dinner, we completed our 7th mystery basket competition since Thursday. So calculations, I think they've got 13 hours on the clock the last 3 days. So great job, teams. So as Dr. Koning commented that they're all competing against the judges' scorecard. So all teams for all competitions have a chance to collect a gold medal. So what I'm going to do alphabetically, I'm going to bring the teams up. I'm going to start with Team Barbados. I'm going to go through all 7 categories and announce their medal. And if any team earned best of show, which means it's the highest score within that particular category, I'm also going to announce that at the same time. So with that, Team Barbados, come on up. Big smile. All right, Team Barbados. Appetizer, gold. Pasta, gold. Fish, gold. Best of show. Best of show for fish on that. Game category, silver. Poultry, silver. Dessert, silver. National dish, gold, best of show. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Barbados. Team Canada, please come up. Appetizer category, gold, best of show. Pasta, silver. Fish category, gold. Game category, gold. Poultry, silver. Dessert, silver. National dish, gold. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Canada.
Thank you, Mike.
Team Italy. Appetizer category, silver. Pasta, gold. Fish, shellfish, silver. Game, bronze. Poultry, silver. Dessert, bronze. National dish, gold. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Italy. Team Mexico. Appetizer category, silver. Pasta, gold, best of show. Fish, shellfish, silver. Game, silver. Poultry, silver. Dessert, gold, best of show. National dish, gold. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Mexico. Team Scotland, please come up. Appetizer, silver. Pasta, bronze. Fish, shellfish, bronze. Game, bronze. Poultry, gold. Dessert, silver. National dish, gold. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Scotland. Team USA. Appetizer category, gold. Pasta, gold. Fish, shellfish, gold. Game category, gold. Best of show. Poultry, gold. Best of show. Dessert, silver. National dish, gold. Ladies and gentlemen, Team USA.
Congratulations, ladies. Good job. Good job.
Yeah. All right, Dr. Pink, could I have you come on up? Chef Joseph, could you bring the envelope up for the champion? All yours. And you're able to say goodnight.
All right. Hey, one more big round of applause for these folks. Is that not great? All right, so now, as they used to say, it all comes down to this. The winner of the 2017 Nations Cup competition goes to Team USA. Coach, there she is. I will give a couple of minutes to our winners and to Coach Sasha Ahmed. See if you guys have any words you want to say to this crowd. No pressure at all.
Well, I just want to thank everybody that put in time to put this together. It was truly an honor to be a part of it. It was so organized, and it was a blast. We learned so much. Thank you.
Yeah, I just also want to thank just everyone who spent just endless days just planning this wonderful event. It's great competing with all these wonderful teams, just getting to meet them and hang out with them. Thank you.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming tonight. What a special night. Thank you also to our competitors tonight, not just from a standpoint of the great week that we've seen, but thank you for coming to GRCC. Thank you for coming to Grand Rapids and to Michigan. I will tell you, we were honored to have you, and it's an honor for our campus to have you here, so we appreciate that. And also honored to have all you guys here tonight. Thank you so much for your attendance tonight. You better keep watch, because at some point, Nations Cup 2019 will be coming your way. Till then, thank you very much. See you Saturday at noon in the field house. Thank you very much.